Hello friends, welcome to the Leaf Heart Path. My name is Andrea Graham. I am an intuitive healer, a Reiki and cord cutting practitioner, and a tarot card reader. I'm currently booking private clients. If intuitive work sounds appealing to you, you can find my contact information in the description box below. Have you ever wondered how you present to others? What people think when they meet you or see you for the first time? This reading addresses how you and your energy impact your environment and those around you. Before we hop into it, please take a moment and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any uploads like this. It does help the channel out tremendously. I appreciate your support. Remember that this is a general reading. As with any reading for the collective, not everything is going to resonate 100% of the time for you. Bear that in mind. Take what does and leave the rest for others and their journey. So we have 4 piles for you to choose from today. Pile 1, 2, Pile 3, and Pile 4. Group 1, you're going to be working with the Mystic Mondays Tarot, and your crystal today is a Smoky Quartz. Group 2, your reading is going to be with the Last Unicorn Tarot, and your crystal is this Rutilated Quartz. Group 3 will be working with the Blooming Cat Tarot, and your crystal is this flower agate. And group 4, you are working with the Quiet Tarot, and your stone today is Lapis. Take a deep breath, center yourself, and choose the pile that you are the most drawn to. Timestamps and chapters are listed in the description box and the video bar below. You can pause the video should you need more time to choose. I will see you over in your video. Hello, Group 1. If you picked the Mystic Mondays Tarot and this Smoky Quartz, then you are in the right place. Welcome to your reading. This reading is about people's first thoughts after meeting you, what their first impressions are of you. And it can be a general vibe, or it could be a story that comes through, an energetic narrative that is speaking about things that you have been experiencing or are currently experiencing. Are you ready to check out your cards? I am. I'm looking forward to meeting you. All right. Okay, so group 1, you have the 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands, the 6 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, and then the Emperor. So first off, we have a lot of earth and fire energy here. The tarot cards are either pentacles here, we have wands, and then we have our one major, the Emperor, and that card is associated with Aries, which is a fire sign. You may be an earth sign then, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. You may have these energies prominent in your chart. The number 7 may be something for you. 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands. We also have 4, we have 6, and we have 8. And so multiples of 2 may be popping up for you recently in any combination, 222, 444, or things of that nature. Any combination of numbers like that, or that might be something that you want to keep your eye on. What do people think after meeting you for the first time? So group 1, likely people see someone who's very fiery, someone who is determined, somebody strong and magnetic and ready to apply themselves. I think that others are struck by your willingness and eagerness to get things done and to make magic in your own unique way. You may dress yourself in a way that is earthy, practical, or even a little sensual. There are definitely some Turian vibes here. There's something that's just, I'm feeling, that's a bit sensual in an unexpected way. So those who would be romantically interested or just drawn to you on a physical level are definitely wondering what it would be like to kiss you, because I'm seeing an emphasis on the lips. The attention is being pulled towards the mouth. It's like you have your hand up towards your lips and their gaze is kind of flicking there. If you are putting yourself out there, with this kind of intention, there are people that are definitely picking up what you're putting down. So others just admire your dress, the way that you're put together. This is a general reading again, but I am being shown different features. So there is something about you that others really enjoy. So for some of you, it's your smile. Others of you have a very animated face and cute cheeks is coming through. For some of you, you have gorgeous hair, whether it's, you know, like long or it's super curly, wavy, just like really fun texture. There's just something beautiful about it. For others, you know, you have long legs. It's just, I'm seeing all different kinds of people, and there is something about you that stands out. Your eye color, your eye shape. You know, again, hair texture, length. There's just something about you that is special. And I'm also hearing your spirit. So you really draw people in group one by being your authentic self. And for some of you, I am hearing a distinct laugh, and it's the kind of laugh that draws attention when you're out in public. So you definitely have a magnetic pull to you, group one. There is a balance to you, a duality. And while you are a hard worker who can get things done, and you may have a tendency to overwork a bit, you do come across as somebody who is grounded and present. Even if you feel anxious on the inside, it's not really translating to the outside. I don't think others are privy to that. They don't see that. Yeah. Balance and generosity is coming through as well. So you're likely very generous, or contribution is one of your core human needs. You find ways to contribute and lift others up, and it could be money and time, energy, networking, sharing ideas, organizing groups, events, all those kinds of things. And again, I'm getting this very rooted feeling. So you might be somebody who enjoys yoga. Not necessarily all of you, but I am seeing a strong connection to the earth. So you may also enjoy activities outdoors. There is something about the earth itself grounding you. And this, I think, is where that magnetism we spoke about is coming from. You are likely a very powerful manifester. Wow. And I do think others can, yeah, it's almost like this is what I have. We want what you have. I think others can feel this around you. It's almost like the way that planets gravitate around the sun. You just have this natural resonance, and it's so big that it's almost palpable to others. It's almost something they can feel. Your aura feels gigantic to me. So it's almost like you're walking into a room or a space, and unintentionally so. I mean, you're just being yourself, but all heads are turning towards you. So I think also group one, you are coming across as somebody who is fierce and determined and intelligent. You're ready to go to bat for causes that are near and dear to your heart. And I do feel that some people are a bit intimidated by your big, beautiful brain, group one. I think you have a lot of people who admire you for that. They really want you in their corner. It's likely when you do meet someone for the first time, they're thinking about you a long time after the encounter. Yeah, you're not somebody who's necessarily going to be shy about your opinions or feelings, especially if there's a cause that's very near and dear to your heart. You're going to stand up for things, especially if you sense something is off or not right. You have a lot of integrity. With the Emperor, we have somebody who is a powerful, very natural leader, very stable. You're someone who gives off serious leadership vibes, perhaps without meaning to. And you may find that others just gravitate toward you for advice, or may mistake you for someone in charge. That's probably happened more than one time. You radiate wisdom. You know how to share your own history to inspire others. Some of you may have been through some stuff. You seem to possess a lot of ambition, and people likely get the impression, if you aren't already in a high position of authority, you're on your way there. Yeah, working your way up there. Yeah, and things do come very quickly to you. I love how this also, there's this balance is right in the center of everything here. And it almost looks like the pentacles here are mirroring our crystal right here. Wow. I'd love to know who you are, group one. Yeah, let us know in the comment box for sure. We've got a couple more cards to pull. We're going to look at some oracle cards here. So let's see what we have. Black Obsidian, the Shadow. Oh my gosh, and Sunstone, Empowerment. The colors even seem to fit really well here. Interesting. Two sides of the same coin here. So this pulls me back here to this, our Seven of Pentacles and the Eight of Wands. The color scheme we have here, we've got night, we have day, night and day, moonlight and sunlight. You have a foot in each world. You know, you give off that impression, as I mentioned before, you have been through maybe some tough experiences, or you may have lived. And I seem to lately be in a morphine kick, the band. So I have the morphine song for you. You look like rain. You've lived and your intelligence is sexy is one of the lines that comes through. So I am going to post that in the box below if you're interested. And an encounter with you has some people who meet you definitely admiring you in a sexual light or a romantic light. They're drawn to you. And by the way, this is one of like the sexiest songs ever, especially for all you Myers-Briggs INF types. So I'll be sure to pop that in there below if you haven't heard it, because it is an older one. Yeah, so some of you may be working through your issues, through your stuff and doing some processing. So that might be shadow work for some of you, as we have the shadow here. You know, and by delving into this, you shine with the light of the sun. This is empowerment, strength and tenacity in adversity, a new light shining from you, and just, yeah, being inspiring to others. I almost see this as like you're crawling out of this. This is what's on the inside. I think others could always see it, but maybe you didn't. And now you maybe are starting to finally see yourself in that same way. And I think your presence alone empowers others. So not only are you perhaps stepping into a more empowering feeling, but I do feel that others get that from you as well. It rubs off. Okay. And last but not least, okay, I believe this is Agate. Agate. All right. This is actually perfect. So this almost makes me think of the central channel in our bodies where our chakras are located. And I think you probably give off this impression of someone who's very spiritual or tuned into other energies. And I'm seeing it almost look like a secret reserve, something that's hidden and others are curious about this. And I think you have a way of purifying energy just by being yourself. It's like a natural spiritual gift. Even if you don't feel tapped in or you don't have a relationship with spirit guides or gifts, you know, or that's just not your thing, it doesn't resonate with you, it's there. And what I'm seeing is just this brilliant white light that's all around you. And I see you reaching out and you're touching somebody that's nearby, and then their aura lights up too. And you're smiling the whole time. And it's just, you're just reaching out and the same thing's happening. So it's like you're waking others up, you're lighting them up, transforming, transmuting the energy that's around you without trying, without even knowing you're doing it. This empowerment, you're spreading the sunshine. It really is beautiful. And that's a big part of your draw. It's just this natural mystery that's there. People see that. So group one, that is what I have for you today. I'm going to end your reading here. Let us know if you're part of the group one crew in the comment box below. Let's see here. Send us your favorite earth and fire emojis in the comment box. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos like this. Much love to you, group one. I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends. Hello, group two. If you picked the last unicorn tarot and this rutilated quartz, then welcome to your reading. All right, so your reading today is going to be about examining people's first thoughts after meeting you for the first time, people you run into, acquaintances, people you've never met at all. So what are their impressions of you? And this could be a general vibe, or it could be a story that's sort of unfolding here, an energetic narrative that's speaking about things you've been experiencing recently or, are currently stepping into. Are you ready to check out your cards? I am. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Okay, friends, your cards are the World, Death, Ten of Cups, Strength, and the Ace of Cups. So you have quite a bit of higher cycle energy, end of cycle energy, as well as 1, 2, 3 major arcana cards out of 5. So there's a lot of big energy coming from you here. Not everybody ascribes to this, but when I see the World card, I often think of it as the end of the journey, and it encompasses all zodiac signs. So for those of you looking for more specifics as well, we also have Scorpio with Death, and we have Leo with Strength. We do have 2 water cards here with the Ten of Cups and Ace of Cups, so water sign prominent, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So there are some big changes happening for you right now, and they may be on the emotional front, or you might be somebody who identifies with these particular signs. They may be prominent in your chart, or it's just something that you're currently experiencing. So group 2, what do people think about you after meeting you for the first time, laying eyes on you? And it's very likely, again, that you are nearing the end of one phase of your life and you're in transition to the next, and it might be something that others are noticing. You appear as somebody who's striding forward with a purpose, moving with a mission in mind, and I think you're so focused on your next steps that it may seem like you have blinders up a bit. I see people checking you out and wondering, what is it that they're up to? Just admiring or curious about that sense of purpose that you seem to carry with you. And I think you pique curiosity, but you come off as a little aloof or intimidating to some with this kind of energy. Not everybody's going to be, rushing forward, because there is just maybe even a little bit of awe happening here that kind of can hold a few people back. And what I keep seeing, this is interesting because this didn't come through in the first one, is I'm seeing this setting almost in my head as an airport. So you may have just traveled recently, or you're going somewhere soon, or this is just what your guides are showing me. And I see you sitting down near your gate, and within a few minutes of settling in, you've got folks coming in closer, and you are already in conversation. You have this way about you that's gentle, it's consistent, and it makes people want to come a bit closer. And it's interesting because you move with such purpose, but there's this gorgeous, gentle energy about you that makes for a truly unique dynamic. It's like you're so comfortable in your own skin, group 2, that you feel like home to everybody. Because no matter where you are, you're there. You don't want for anything, you don't need for anything. People feel so lucky when they speak to you because it's like they have spent time with a rare creature, like spotting a unicorn. So Death is the card of transitions and transformations, and perhaps this speaks to you becoming that unicorn. It may not have been an entirely comfortable process, but here you are, totally transformed. Some of you may have a bit of a witchy vibe, and most of you present as being mysterious. I see you sitting there in the airport just smiling to yourself as though you've got this great inside joke between you and who knows. People do want to know why you're smiling. And I think people who just meet you likely feel quite comfortable with you once maybe you get a conversation going, or you exchange a smile. They feel like they could open up to you about anything. Like you're the type of person who leans in during hard times. Not everybody can do that. That's a special person who can do that. There's no judgment from you, just empathy and a listening ear. You likely hear all kinds of stories, and I think you give off incredibly kind vibes, group 2. And to others, you may appear as having it all. While some folks may entertain romantic notions with you, others see you as likely very settled. If someone is single and interested, they may... Oh, hang on, not just single folks. So Yeah, if somebody's interested, they may not approach you even if they think you're glorious and a unicorn, because they may think that you are already partnered up. You're a catch, and how could you not be? Even if that's not your preference, it has likely happened time and again. Others are just fantasizing. Not so much in a sexual way, more like I could see myself with that person long term. Platonic energy may be similar. You may have lots of people who want to be your friend and have a longer connection with you. In any of those scenarios, you do present as someone who's settled and blissful and content, and someone who has a rich life or who promises one. You come across as someone who can shoulder quite a bit and goes to bat for others. That you have good boundaries, or you can be quite fierce when necessary. I don't get hugely showy energy or anything like that. Not as much of the Leo there. Not overtly, but it's there. A very strong solar plexus chakra energy. You're like liquid sunshine, group 2. Bright, fierce, and warming, and very, very compassionate. Yeah, I do think people really want to make an offering to you, group 2, for friendship, for love, for companionship, and you likely get many offers or imagined offers from plenty of people. People want to pledge you their loyalties, watch your back. The Ace of Cups is a card about healing in the purest form, so you may identify as a healer, or you have that healing quality to you in a very natural way. And I feel like when people see you, group 2, they feel like they've hit the jackpot. Yeah. So big changes may be possibly happening for you right now, cycling up, going into the next phase. A lot of them may be an emotional journey here that you've gone through, but you're well on your way, and you're glowing, and it shows. I mean, you're like this quartz that we picked out. You've got the sunshine right here. That's beautiful. All right, we have a couple more cards to take a peek at. Let's get into the oracles. We have Amazonite, life purpose. Ooh, so maybe some of what you're doing right now and diving into has to do with your life purpose. That matches the world card so nicely, those colors. And I think it's pronounced rhodochrosite. And this is acceptance. So maybe some of this has to do with accepting others, accepting yourself. Maybe you help other people accept themselves. Group 2, you may have a gift for getting people to think about where they are in life and where they want to be. And I can see you having these kinds of conversations in our airport that we've been talking about. I keep seeing in my head. And perhaps that's what a lot of these connections are. When we're in an airport, we bump into people one time. You might have a conversation and you probably don't see them again. But it doesn't matter, because you make a real impression. You have these people thinking about things likely for a very long time. You might give out advice, or there's just something in your energy that helps people shift into an energy of acceptance, and has them kind of rethinking everything. You're this beautiful, glorious stranger who pops in, you offer this listening ear, a good supportive story, a hug, and it has folks rethinking their purpose, to go find their north node, to find their star. You bring this acceptance and kindness to some folks who don't extend that to themselves. And this feeling of being seen for them may cause some pretty significant shifts in how these people move forward and how they carry themselves in their day-to-day. This really is a very healing quality. The 1. All right. This is interesting. It's the 10 of Cups, and we're going to put the card number 30 here on top of it. So that might be 3, might be something, or multiples of 10 there. And to reiterate, you are that person, that one that folks can't quite shake, and that story that they always share ad nauseum. Did I ever tell you about the time I spoke with a unicorn? So group 2, that is what I have for you today. I am going to leave your reading here. Let us know if you're part of the group 2 crew in the comment box below. Post the unicorn emoji. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos like this. Much love to you, group 2. I have big gratitude for you being here with me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, friends. Hello, group 3. If you picked the Blooming Cat Tarot and this flower agate, then welcome to your reading. Today we're examining people's first thoughts after meeting you for the very first time, laying eyes on you, acquaintances kind of moving through your space. What are their first impressions of you? This could be a general vibe, or this could be a story, an energetic narrative that's speaking about things that you have been experiencing or you experienced in the past, or you are currently going through or entering into. Are you ready to check out your cards? I am. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Okay, so group 3, you have the Tower, the World, Two of Pentacles, the Fool, and the Ten of Cups. So group 3, if we're looking at numbers, we have got 0, 2, 10, 16, and 21. I'm seeing the emphasis in my head with 0, 2, and 20. I'm being pushed to mention multiples of 10 may be something for you, and any iteration of these numbers repeating themselves. So 20, 20, 16, 16, 2, 2, 2. In terms of astrological signs, and not everybody ascribes to this, but I always see the world as encompassing all signs of the zodiac, because it's the final card of our major's journey. And it kind of reminds me of Pisces in that way, where it has a little bit of all the other signs before it on the astrological wheel. So this really could be talking about anybody. We also have the element of air with the Fool, and we have fire with the Tower, which may resonate for some of you, but we also have earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn tied to the Pentacles, and then of course water signs, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio tied to the Ten of Cups. So group 3, what do people think after meeting you for the first time? I feel like you do have a very prominent aura. Group 3, there's something about you. When people meet you, they won't soon forget you. You have a dominant energy that shakes things up a little bit, and it may leave some people a tad unsettled or feel like they're on uneven ground or a little dysregulated, but there are others who are fascinated and they are leaning in, they want more. You remind me of someone who owns who they are, and you have no problem being yourself, which can be triggering for some people. And it's like you are somebody who's wearing a mirror on you, and you reflect back to others the aspects of themselves that probably need some light and some air. And this is a catalyst for healing, and it really actually is a gift, even if it may not seem like it to those people at the time. Definitely powerful. You are a powerful person. There may even be a little bit of jealousy here, because I think you look like you really have things together and present as very independent, and that might be, you know, independence might be one of those things that rattles some people. You know, even if you don't feel this way on the inside, there's a way in which you carry yourself, a confidence in the way you move or hold yourself. Actually, some of you may have really good posture, or you look like someone who's on a mission. You have the look of somebody who's on top of their game. And I think people walk away from interactions with you quite impressed and full of admiration, intimidated, and also curious. They may want to know how they can get some of this confidence that you're radiating. I can hear people saying, like, I'll have what they're having. But I think you probably have had to work to get to where you are, to own this space of confidence that we're seeing here. You likely have had your own obstacles, your own struggles and trials to get to this space. It's not like you just arrive in this confidence overnight. You know, when you're embarking on this journey in tarot, like, you don't get to the world from the Fool very quickly. Some of you may have had to step into this as the result of past trauma or experiences that you had when you were very young. Others of you may have always had it. This confident energy may be something that you're currently working on, trying to manifest more of. But I do see it as an active balancing act. I don't think other people see that, though. I don't think people sense any of this. They just get this very forward vibe from you, and it really makes them curious. You know, how'd they get there? What did they do? Yeah, so that flip side for you may possibly be big growth. You may be exiting a period right now, even currently, of stress, or there was some kind of dysregulation. But you are starting a new phase, a new cycle, and applying what you've learned into your next steps. There is just this freshness to you when people meet you. They see enthusiasm for life right now. Even if in the past, maybe that wasn't there. There may have been a little darker time for you in the not so distant past. People just don't see that though. In particular, this enthusiasm, there may be certain aspects of self or your interests or hobbies that you're particularly passionate about. And whenever somebody's excited about things like that, when they have that zest, it spills over into your interactions with other people, and it always makes others excited. So I think when people meet you, they may be struck by it, and it in turn gets them a bit excited about their own interests and hobbies, or maybe they want to learn more about what you're doing. And again, some are just wondering if they can have some of what you're having. You know, they want this fresh feeling, they want this newness, they want this excitement. Yeah. For me, this feeling is extended into the Ten of Cups, and I think you really do look like you've got things all together here. There is a lot of admiration for what you've been able to create for yourself, even if it's been a hard time or a struggle. Like it's like that is in the past. It's, you know, we're fresh, we're excited. You come across as having a very strong will and determination, someone who gets things done and has created beauty and happiness for themselves and their family. You know, look, we're looking toward the rainbow. We're looking toward the flowers here, the narcissus, where our back is to everybody else. We're not worried about what other people are thinking. So it's just this very focused energy, you know, and kind of not letting other people into your bubble in a sense, which just makes you all the more mysterious to others. All right, let's pull up some oracle cards to see what else is coming through. Oh yeah, we've got Kyanite Blue, letting go. Pneumite, healer. There we go. Yeah, you have a unique healing energy. Everybody's a healer, but yours is definitely a different quality. And Emerald, compassion. Nice colors. Okay, yeah, green. It's our heart chakra, our throat chakra, your third eye. And this kind of orangey color could be down more towards sacral or solar plexus. So going back to this idea, I think, of moving through challenging times to arrive at the confident energy that you radiate today. The blue kyanite is acknowledging any sacrifices you've had to make, any challenges that you've endured and you've conquered. Group 3, there may have been some things that you've had to let go of, possibly, to get to this Ten of Cups energy, dreams that have changed. And even though you may have gone through a period of darkness, you're now on the other side, and none around you even sense a blip on their radars of what you've endured. And you may be just private about that too, you know, but there is this energy of having to let go of something. And the Pneumite Healer card nods back to the journey you've taken, but again, of also having that mirror-like quality we talked about that pushes others to take a pause and then to look within themselves. You may also be someone who encourages others to pursue their own healing journeys. You know, someone who has compassion. I suspect if someone were to open up to you, a stranger, you would be a good and active, empathetic listener. And it could be that this idea of compassion is something that you have had to extend to yourself as part of your own journey. Oh my gosh, look at how pretty this is. This is all the colors. The self. The pearl in the middle. Good job, Group 3. Oh my goodness, that is so radiant. So the self, yeah, the pearl in your heart is shining. You've definitely done some work to get to the point that you're at, the place that you're in, and I suspect this is how other people see you. Like, bottom line is this, just absolutely radiant, you know? You have a big radiant light emanating from you. And we will have some of what you're having, Group 3. Thank you very much. So Group 3, that's what I have for you today. I am going to end your reading here. Let us know if you're part of the Group 3 crew in the comment box below. Post the oyster and pearl emoji. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos like this. Much love to you, Group 3. Thank you so much for being here with me. I have big gratitude, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hello, Group 4. If you picked the Kawaii Tarot and this Lapis stone, then welcome to your reading. Today we are examining people's first thoughts after meeting you for the first time. What are their impressions of you? This can be a general vibe, or it could be a story a type of energetic narrative that's speaking about things that you have been experiencing, that you have stepped from in the past, or that you are stepping into in the future. Are you ready to check out your cards? I am. I'm looking forward to meeting you. Okay, friends, so I'm looking at what we have here. We have the number 6, the number 9, so multiples of 3 may be numbers that mean something to you. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, anything like that, or repeating numbers 999, 369, things of that nature. There could be dates mixed in there as well that may be significant to you. And we have a pretty good spread in terms of astrological signs as well, since we have cups, we have wands, and we also have pentacles. So we're just missing air energy here right now. So if that resonates for you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. All right, so the big question is, when people first meet you, what are they thinking? I think that you have a way that totally makes people feel at ease. And I'm getting that you are someone who has a gracious and a very generous heart. You have a very good sense of humor too. And I think that's one of the first things that's coming across that makes people want to engage more with you, possibly to go grab a drink or a coffee. People want to know more about you and your story and what makes you tick. And I think that you would likely make a great host or a hostess and could be considered the life of the party. Even if that party is a small gathering of introverts, you still have a way of shining that makes you stand out. And I think you're also likely quite generous as well with perhaps finances or time, energy, anything along those lines. I could see you really like going out of your way to, help others. I'm even seeing like if somebody were to trip and fall in public, you'd be the person rushing over to make sure that they're okay and, helping them up and that kind of thing. When you're with others, when you're in your element, I'm hearing that you're a live wire, group 4. You're a lot of fun. You're zippy, you're a source of energy to other people, and I think you have a way of livening up the party and making others feel like they are the only person in the room. And that's a special kind of quality, and I think because of this you form connections easily and very quickly as a result. There is a groundedness to you too, which balances out some of the higher energies that we're getting here. And it's very intriguing, because you have this high vibe, but then you also have this groundedness that's coming through as well. You do come across, you present as a practical, kind of down-to-earth person in one sense, someone who knows how to have a good time as well. And you're very approachable and welcoming to others. So, I genuinely am feeling a smile when I think about your energy. You're somebody I definitely would want to spend time with. I think you're the kind of person that others want to celebrate, and they want to celebrate with. I think people likely feel that you have a lot of positive qualities. Really, you feel like pure sunshine to me, and they just can't get enough of you. You may also be a terrific organizer or party planner, and you enjoy that others-oriented view that you have of life. And as mentioned, you feel quite generous with your time and energy, and you are ready to always like hop in and help other people. And it's not just that. I gave that example of like somebody tripping, but I see you actually like planning things out for others, organizing little events, or finding a way to help care for others more in a long-term way to bring other folks in as a means of support as well. I think you're also somebody who's a very good listener, and others see you as someone who has no problem leaning in when times are tough. And you may have others coming to you with their stressors, or absolute complete strangers telling you about their lives. And I think for some of you, when people see you for the first time, you may set some hearts a-fluttering. You definitely have some admirers for sure. And some who may be subtle and others not so much. And even if you're taken, there's something that's just so fun and compelling about your magnetic energy that a commitment wouldn't discourage some of these people. You're just that lovely. And I don't need to tell you to be wary of this, because you probably experience this frequently. So just be careful around some people. Yeah, it's almost like they want to possess you in a sense. Yeah, you have this you have this pixie-ish kind of vibe to you, and I think some people just like, oh, I want that. Yeah, you definitely light the way. And I feel when people look at you, they see someone who is very comfortable in their surroundings. They are perfectly at ease in their own skin. Your home is wherever you make it. People think you would likely start up a conversation with anyone, anywhere. And again, very impish vibes, very pixie-ish vibes. And you might be the person who has no trouble taking a teasing, but also you can be a little bit of a practical joker yourself. I think you've been known to play a prank or two, and that's so close to the surface of the skin, like a playfulness about you that is really, really enjoyable, flirty almost. And I think people just pick up on that quickly. It's very friendly, it's very fun. It's a very happy demeanor. Yeah, I think overall, group 4, you guys know how to enjoy yourselves. You are loving life. You are in it, and I think people just they want to come in and enjoy the party with you. Yeah. All right, let's look at some of your oracle cards here just to get last messages. Right, we have black tourmaline protection. Shattuckite. I think that's Shattuckite. Shattuckite teacher. And you can tell me how to pronounce it the right way down below if you're so inclined. So these energies are really interesting here. That we were talking about you being very high vibe, but then these are super grounding. The idea of protection firstly strikes me as describing you as being very protected yourself. You have, I think, very divine and strong energy surrounding you, and you likely always have. The stone black tourmaline is also very grounding itself, which again alludes to that idea of you having a grounded side that balances out that natural fiery qualities that you have. And the stone could also mean that you make others feel safe or protected when they meet you. So there are a lot of layers to that, but I am getting the feeling this natural playfulness that you have, it does bring in, or you have always had, guides that have been there to protect you. Yeah, since birth. And so that might be something that helps keep this high vibe. They help protect you, and so you can maintain this kind of high energy and share that with other people. Because that is a gift. That's a beautiful energy. And also we have over here this teacher card. So you may actually be a teacher or a guide of some kind in your daily life. That actually could be a job for some of you, a mentor, a coach. But I think you also, despite all of this, have an extreme patience about you. You have the quality of a very open heart, and others notice that about you right away. And both qualities do make for that excellent kind of teacher or mentorship. All right, and last but not least, ooh, yeah, the siren. Okay, I could see this. Yeah, this is really like well-rounded, interesting energy. This just reinforces the siren here, that natural sexy vibe that you have that we were talking about, group 4. You lure folks in with your natural confidence and your charm and your wit and your playfulness. And I think people just, they come for that, but I think they stay for your open heart and your charity. Yeah. Your own special, unique healing that you give to others. So group 4, that is what I have for you today. I'm going to end your reading here. Let us know that you're part of the group 4 crew in the comment box below by posting your favorite party emoji. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos like this. Much love to you, group 4. Thank you so much for being here with me today. I have big gratitude for you, and I am looking forward to seeing you in the next one. Bye, my friends.